I'm Beth and this is Jared. Welcome to our channel Staying Young.
And in this video we're going to be reacting to a couple of commercials and rating them on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as how disturbing we think they are.
So let's play.
When I see a problem, I am going to fix it. America's got a serious problem, so I'm going to get it off my chest. 5G phones.
So she pulls this 5G phone out from her bra, out from her chest. We should be listening to scientists about whether it's safer to keep your phone in your purse or to keep your phone right there in your bra against your chest. So she's a singer-songwriter. She's not a scientist. Now I understand that it's probably a joke because a lot of people make jokes about her chest, but still she's saying what she's saying.
Phones trapped on limited 5G networks, but you can make a difference.
Now she's saying that we have the power to make a difference. And I agree with that. We do have the power to make a difference. She's saying that if not enough people support 5G, then they won't be able to continue to expand these 5G networks. So that's empowering, I think. And we really should take a stand.
You can make a difference. If you join T-Mobile, these phones will be able to shine their brightest, like me. I have my own theme park. T-Mobile, do it for the phones.
Do it for the humans, don't.
How can I help these phones?
You got a voice, use it.
On the screen it says, rescue your phone today. They're concerned about these poor phones that aren't able to communicate in 5G because they don't have any network to talk to. Rescue your phone. How about rescue the humans from this insanity? Do this for the humans. And she's telling us, you can make a difference. Take a stand. And these phones, I want them to suffer and to be miserable as much as possible for a phone to suffer. I want them to suffer. And that should be all of our stands on this matter. We want these phones to suffer, and we don't want to take commands from stupid phones, stupid technology anymore. Let's do it for the humans.
But they're able to stay upright on a swing. That's amazing. These are very talented.
But an inconsistency that I want to talk about is how there's a song by Dolly Parton that really always spoke to me, and it was called A Coat of Many Colors. And Dolly Parton's talking about when she was a child in school, and she didn't have the latest and greatest clothes like a lot of her classmates did, but it didn't bother her because she realized that really having her family, her mom and dad, who were kind and considerate people who cared about her, that's what really made her rich. So the idea that comes across is that it's not about having the latest and greatest, but it's about having kind, considerate people who care about you, and that's what makes you rich. And I think that that's an excellent message that still applies to everyone really, but to children in school. And back then it was only dealing with clothes because you don't have to have the latest and greatest clothes. But today it would apply not only to clothes, but also to phones. Do you have to have the latest and greatest phone? Do you have to have a 5G phone? So for her to get on there and be promoting 5G, to me it really seems to be inconsistent with the values and the principles that really she was talking about when she's talking about this coat of many colors. Because here we have the latest and greatest 5G. It hasn't even been proven to be safe, but now we want to just jump on that bandwagon and say that we need to have the best, we need to have the fastest speeds, and we need all this. Whatever happened to really the only thing that matters and the thing that makes you rich is having people who care about you, who are kind and considerate. So this phone here that's sitting on that swing, all sad and mopey because it's not able to connect to a 5G network, really needs to listen to The Coat of Many Colors by Dolly Parton and take it to heart. And maybe then it would realize that it's not whether you're able to connect to a 5G network, that should matter to you, but it's whether your owner really cares about you as a phone.
And Jared would not care about it because he wants it to suffer, as
I
we
wouldn't-
said earlier.
I wouldn't have a 5G phone though.
Our 4G phones are very loved and well taken care of here. 5G phones, you stay away. We don't want to
We don't
support
want you. You're going to suffer.
You are going to be on that swing with your mopey face and stay there. If you had a face, it would be mopey, I guess.
I think you know how I feel about it. I think I was
Yes.
expressive enough about that. I have to give it a 10. I know I'm generous with the 10s, but this is a disturbing commercial. What do you think?
I'll just go with it.
Go with the 10.
10, sure, why not?
Yeah, so let's move on to our next commercial.
You got a voice, Miley. Use it. Do it for the phones.
Let's do it for the phone. They do so much for you. When they're out there all alone, there's something we can do. T-Mobile, look at these maps, they don't lie. And faster speeds nationwide. Let's do it for the phones.
So they're spending all this money on having a Super Bowl commercial, hiring celebrities, paying musicians, having this song written, doing the filming. But what are they not spending money on? They're not spending money on proving scientifically whether 5G is even safe or not. That evil pink 5G is covering the entire United States almost. I hope that's not true. I hope I don't have that pink evilness just radiating down on me right there like that map shows that it is.
Right into your chest like it is to Dolly.
Yeah, I hope that's not true. I hope that we can still do something about it like Dolly said we could, that we can have a part in this. We can have a part in either promoting 5G or stopping it from becoming a thing. I just don't remember this much propaganda with 4G and everything else. It's like they're having to come to us as consumers and tell us, oh, we need you to support this. Well, maybe we don't want to support this.
Yeah, we don't care if you pay off Dolly Parton to tell us to buy 5G phones and give us this strange pity party for an inanimate object. I mean, human life is more important than this. I don't know why we're feeling bad for things that aren't living, and this is just so insane and crazy.
And a lot of
It's
people
the
were
weirdest
saying, and I
thing.
want to talk about this for a little bit. A lot of people were saying that this commercial was reminiscent of We Are the World. Now, I'm not, maybe a little bit. I think that We Are the World just had so many different famous musicians and singers just singing, and this was pretty much just Miley Cyrus. So I'm not sure how reminiscent it really is. Definitely the charity part, because they were saying do it for the phones, making you think that you're involved in some sort of charity. So I see that connection as far as that was a charity to help out starving people in Africa. And so now there's this charity. Even Miley Cyrus was so concerned. Oh, she really needed to speak out to help these poor phones, right? Oh, Dolly, what should I do to help these phones, Dolly? This is such an important charity, right? So to talk about this aspect of charity, we need to talk about how really if you support 5G, you're not just being supportive and charitable to 5G, but T-Mobile is donating $250,000 to the Happy Hippie Foundation. So this is a charity that was founded by Miley Cyrus. So we want to brag about how charitable T-Mobile is in this regard. But really, when you think about this, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Here, Miley Cyrus is promoting their product so blatantly and so strongly. I mean, is this totally just an honest charity that, yeah, we want to support Miley Cyrus's charity? So what the Happy Hippie Foundation does is it provides money for youth homelessness, for the LGBTQ rights, for conservation, and for animal welfare. So that's what the Happy Hippie Foundation is, that was founded by Miley Cyrus, in case you've wondered. But that's really what we're supporting. So we're supporting the Happy Hippie Foundation when we support 5G, which I don't understand why there should be any correlation. 5G and EMFs in general, there's been studies that show that EMFs have a negative effect even on animal life. So really the correlation between 5G and animal welfare is, yeah, stop the 5G if you're concerned about animal welfare. So,
Right.
so these are not two agreeing concepts here. This charity that supports animal welfare and 5G, not at all. Okay.
All right, I know what I want to rate this. I'm giving that a 10 on disturbing there.
Yeah, you know, and I have to give it a 10 too.
Well, that's a surprise.
It's because they're using these celebrities to promote these ideas, to give us this propaganda about 5G. And really, I compare it to the I Love Lucy show. I know when I was very young, I would watch the I Love Lucy show with my parents, and they would tell me about how they would smoke. They would say, well, they didn't know back then that smoking was bad. But it is bad. We know that now. Smoking's bad. And my parents would teach me smoking is bad. But they just explained that in these shows, they didn't know that back then. Now, I'm not an expert on all the entertainment that happened through the years. I'm not an expert by any means, but just what I know of entertainment. The I Love Lucy show, Breakfast at Tiffany's, her iconic look, she's there, she's smoking, and that's part of her persona, and it's really promoting and glamorizing the use of tobacco. Here you have Hollywood promoting this idea that, hey, smoking is safe. It's okay, it's normal to smoke, it's fine, we're even going to show it on family shows. There were people back then, not necessarily anything that was accepted mainstream, but there were people who thought, you know, I don't think this smoking is a good idea. I think this smoking is just a dirty habit. And it wasn't accepted mainstream. There wasn't enough scientific evidence to really bring out the proof that, oh, smoking is definitely bad for you. But there were just people. There were just people that thought that, no, I don't think it's too smart to smoke. I don't think smoking is a good idea. I think it's going to be bad for me. I think it's a dirty habit. And I don't think it's a good idea. And that's where we are with a lot of things right now. There's a lot of things right now where science hasn't acknowledged that they're bad for us, or they say that they haven't done any double-blind, peer-reviewed studies. But honestly, there is a lot of peer-reviewed information about electromagnetic fields that would actually lead us to think that there's need for caution. There actually is, but apparently there's not enough peer-reviewed research for it to be a mainstream belief that 5G is bad. Just like back then, the I Love Lucy show, it wasn't anything accepted in the mainstream that smoking was bad. But still, we know that smoking can do a lot of damage.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed our rant and our observing of commercials, please feel free to give us a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe or leave a comment, any of those things. It really supports our channel. And thank you again so much for the support you have given us. We really appreciate it. Thanks again. Bye.
Bye.